Back yonder, folks didn't own anything that held much monetary value. Most things that they did hold value to was this sentimental value. But occasionally, somebody would get a hold of something that had a little monetary value to it. And when they did, most people saw it or knew about it. There's this lady named Ruby, and she got a hold of a ring. Now I don't know what kind of ring it was or nothing like that, but it was said to hold quite a bit of value. When she passed away, her husband, he knew that ring meant a lot to her, and he was just gonna let her be buried with it, take it with her. A couple of these fellers that helped dig the grave and helped bury her and stuff, they'd noticed that ring on her hand, and they come up with the idea, well, that ring wasn't going to do nothing for her down there in the ground. They was going to slip in there. She was buried that night, and they was going to dig her up, and they was going to take that ring, and sell it and pocket the money. Well, that same night after she was buried, they waited about midnight, and they went in, and they knowed about that time people would be settled in, and most likely they could get away with it. Well, they went and they dug her up. They got down to her, and got her box opened up. They pried around and pulled around, and they couldn't get that ring to slip off her fingers. Well, one of them said, "We're just going to have to cut her finger off, looks like, get that off her." He went for his knife, and while Ruby just raised up and said, "Lord, don't cut my finger off. I'll take the ring off for you and give it to you." Boy, I reckon when she did that, they commenced to turn out of that hole. One of the guys, he got on out there and he was gone, and the other one's tore up. He messed himself, and he's trying to climb out, and he fell back and went right on top of Ruby in the box, and Ruby was squalling at him, and him was squalling. He thought the dead was a-talking to him, I reckon. Anyway, he got on out there, and Ruby, she figured out where she was at, and she started making her way toward home, and she walked on to the house. She got there, and it was all locked up. She finally got her husband awake and roused it up. Well, he come down and opened the door, and when he seen it was her, well, he just fainted, I reckon, right on the floor. Ruby, she got him up, dabbled his head a little bit, I reckon, with a damp rag, and got him woke up, and well, he just fainted again. She messed with him for a while and finally got him to quit fainting, and told him, that she was mistakenly buried. She wasn't dead, she was alive. And I reckon she went on to outlive her husband, lived for years after that. That was one of them little stories that my mama would tell about the Lord. He would work in mysterious ways. He used what could have been a tragedy and Ruby buried alive. He used two old wannabe thugs to dig her up and save her and teach them a lesson for wanting to steal and go on too. But I always enjoyed that story, and I'd always laugh at that part about the guy messing himself. But that's just one of the many stories that Mama would tell us growing up, and I hope you enjoyed it. I just thought I'd share it with you. You might get a little laugh out of it, and it's just a good example of how the Lord will work. The old saying goes, the Lord works in mysterious ways. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little short story, and you all take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one.